Okay, I thought I could space it over 2 videos, but no, you guys asked, so you're going to get it. We're going to have both the combined forms, and obviously we're going to start with the combined dinosaur, Magmasaurus. Yeah, so he doesn't really do much. He goes out of the way. He doesn't really do much. He goes out of the way. The star of the show for this one is this little fella, and this is why he's such an absolute brick. Let's try and get the camera a bit better. Right. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to try and get this tail up. Okay. We're going to get this whole section here, which is on a hinge there. Disconnect that. Come on. And now we're just going to pull this whole thing, come on, in half. See how it fits together like this? All lovely. Separate the whole thing. This, we need to, what do we do? Fold these. Right. Fold this underneath, I believe. Fold that flat, fold that flat. Put it over there. This bit, yay! Now this is, we're basically going to do mostly what we're going to do for the robot mode. So I'm probably going to go straight from the combined dinosaur to the robot mode. So if you're wondering how this works, just stick to this bit, okay? So we're going to rotate. We've got a big double hinge piece here. We're going to hinge it enough to get this out. Bring these out a little bit if I need to. And we get this on its own black hinge there. Rotate it to there. Then we need to rotate it, I think. Which way does it go? That way? And this is actually a slider. You can see better if I do this. There's a sliding piece in there. So slide this into the middle, drop that into there. Okay? Need to get these pieces and disconnect them, fold them out. Disconnect them, fold them out. Now, you don't need a PhD to know that this is an arm. Okay? And so is that. They actually tab into slots there, so there's a little tab here, slot there. Send them all the way out and down, okay? They also tab in there as well, so you might want to untab that. So let me undo that tab for you, see there? Untab. Undo this tab, straighten it all the way out. This arm is backwards to that one, but I don't know which way around they're going to go yet. We'll work that out in a minute, so who cares? Now, normally for the robot mode, you'd fold this all the way through, over the double hinge, blah, blah, but we're not going to do that now, because we're not doing the robot mode. No. This is going to get messy. Let me bring the camera back a little bit more, brace it up a little bit. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to get these, see this black double hinge here? You need to get these pieces moved, and they aren't the easiest bits to move, although they're showing me up now. You can get these around here somewhere so they're loose, okay? This needs to go, well, we'll sort that out in a minute. A lot of this I don't know 100% how it goes, but when I get it in place, I'll know where it goes, so we'll work by touch, okay? These pieces, which you don't need for the robot mode, are specifically for this mode, so we're going to rotate these out. And this little triangle tab there, can you see that little triangle tab there? It's going into that slot there. They're not the greatest connections in the world, and you may need to rework this doubled hinge to get them to line up. There we go. Get that tabbed into there. And on this side, they're not the most fantastic connections in the world, but they do. Okay? And see, I'm never sure which way around these arms go, but we're going to try it this way. If we need to adjust them, we need to adjust them. We're going to open up the hands like that. We'll turn that one around, open up the hands like that. There we go. And for some reason, I'm getting flashbacks to the Great Space Dragon of Guy King. Anyway, right. Now we're going to bring in the completely unchanged Magmasaurus. Now these are going to start connecting. Okay. Where am I? This is the bit people say is rude. There's a hole there, and there's this thing. This thing just needs to sort of slot into it. But I'm not sure if I need to kink the joint like that or something. But whatever. We'll see how we go. I don't think I do, you know. Whatever. Right. There's this big piece sticking out the tail. And these go into these little connections here. So you need to line that up. So these go like that. And there's this that I forgot to fold out. There we go. And this will grab hold of this piece on the tail there. So you put that thing in there, you line those up, and you bring this up, and that grabs onto the end of the tail. It will grab onto the end of the tail. Come on, don't fight with me now. There we go. Get that in there. That's tucked in there. And these pieces, with these pegs, actually go into these little holes there. So you fold them over with the double hinges, tab them in. And sometimes they only like to go in if the other side's in and stuff like that, so they're a little bit finicky, but that one's definitely gone in. Has this one definitely gone in? No, but now it has. Now those are in place, okay? Sort out the back leg a little bit. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure which way around the back legs are supposed to go, but we're here so far, okay? Now we get this piece, and with all this at the front, you basically just bring it around, and it connects, these slots go back onto there, and I think this tab goes onto there. There's a few ways it just lines up. If you get these back things lined up, make sure that's open, get these lined up, come on. Why are you not lining up there? And that big tab goes into there, fan-dappy dozy. Okay, and then this comes over and goes back where it goes for the beast mode, and locks that whole back end together. That you can fold over out of the way, whichever way you want. Okay. Now we get this one. And what we do with this one is we fold his wings so they're pointing the wrong way. We bring him upside down. And we lift up this little panel here. Okay, let's see if I can get this so you can see. Raise up the camera. Tilt it down. Okay. So it's going to go in, and it's going to drop on like that. Let me bring these wings up a bit. So this tab is going to go into a slot there. There's a little hole there for that peg there, and then this piece has got like a grip that will grab onto the neck. Possibly that. So we try and line all this up, and it's not. There's grips in here, sorry, that go onto this bit on the neck. So we line it all up, and we drop it in. And there you go. At which point you move the legs out of the way, drop that flat, and there's this little connection which has got like a little weird groove in that goes onto this tab sticking out here. If you can get it to go on. Come on. Why are you at a weird angle now? There you go. That's a bit better. There you go. Okay. Things were wriggling and losing clearance and whatnot. Okay. And you're supposed to just drop the head back flat into there. And that's how it's supposed to be. And it's still huge. And let me bring back the camera even more. There it is. These things, I don't know what you're supposed to do with them. I don't know if they're supposed to be like an official. I don't know if you're supposed to fold them back, but I just sort of put them along the side. It's alright, no problem. Doesn't matter. He's got his wings, claws and stuff. Got the big tail, mouth, and T-Rex at the front, or Carnosaurus, or wherever it's supposed to be. And just look at the absolute monstrous nature of it. And if you're more accurate to the cartoon, this one can also fold up and go, ah, in pain. It's really, 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 really stupid. It's really, really, really stupid. Really stupid. Like, there are no explanations for how stupid this thing is. But at the same time, I absolutely love it. Let's bring in Steel Series 86 Blur, because it's a fair size comparison, honest. Speedier Blur. Look at the state of this thing. Can you imagine running into this thing? You're like an average size Transformer and you just run into this thing. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna no. It's absolutely ludicrous. Like, look at just It's absolutely stupid. Like, ridiculous. But this is the throwaway mode, boys and girls. This is the jokey, ha-ha, funny mode. This isn't even the robot mode yet. Yes. So, let's sort this out. I'm going to move this a bit closer because I'm just going to be disassembling these. So, lift this up. Take him off. Come on. Let go. Let go. Let go. Hey, there. Take him off. Take that down. Pop this off the top. And then try and disconnect this from the tail, which is the hardest. Oh no, undo these. Whoa, I could have done some damage if I hadn't undone these pegs. Whoa, I'm an idiot. It's me rushing. There you go. Sorry. I am not Russian. Anyway, and take that off, and take that off. Bingo bango. Okay. I'll tell you what, as it's mostly there, we'll start with Seesaurus. Seesaurus Marjoridorus. Right. So, this base piece, what we're going to do is we're going to lift up this giant connector there, fold these up there, and that's it. That's a shield. I don't like this. We'll talk more about it in the robot mode, but the original did it, so there's the excuse. So that can go over there. We'll get the mess that he is now. And fold these pieces back where they go. Fold these pieces back underneath where they go. Get this, fold it up on the back. Fold this back underneath. That's the bit I forgot before. Fold these back inside. Fold these. Come on. Back inside. Then these fold. Right, let's get these arms and rotate them down. Down. Turn them around. Sort the. Come on. Sort the hands out. There we go. Rotate it. Come on. Rotate it around. Sort the hands out. There we go. Now we're going to rotate these pieces on the back here with the giant tabs for the combined dinosaur mode. Fold those all the way down. And then we're going to use the big double hinge from dinosaur mode. Fold this and they kind of go into these slots here. It's not as tight as I would like. Okay? I wish they went in a little better. But they do go in and they do lock and it's fine. Then we fold this up on the back here. And then we start the really awkward thing of trying to fold this around and get it all hinged nicely in a certain way so that this can end up with this head, with that hole there going onto this peg. And it's not that easy to do. Something like that. Okay. And before you say anything, yes, this is easy to do in the combined robot mode, but I'm just showing you how it's supposed to be, okay? Okay, so that's that piece. We can get... Might as well do this one while we're here. We'll put his wings back the way they should be. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get the legs and fold them as they go. Like that. Up. Like that. We need these big tabs here at the front. And then we're going to get the entire neck piece on a hinge all the way back here. Rotate all of this down. Fold this back up. And so far we're looking at that. Okay. Dramatic head reveal, not so dramatic. Sorry. This is a lot, okay? This is why I wanted to do them separately. But no. You all had your words, didn't you? No. You thought you knew better. Right. I'm not going to worry about the weapon so much. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out. And I hate doing this. And I was going to try and straighten it before the video. And you know what? I thought you might as well see. This thing is... it seems to be behaving today, but it's usually bent all shapes. So that's the sword. We're then going to try and lift up the tail a little bit. Move these legs out of the way. I need to disconnect. This hooks all the way up here. See a little hole there? On both sides, it goes around and it fills in this whole piece. It folds all the way down and around. And it's connected back here, which we need to get out So you get this whole piece, which is like a giant piece of the undercarriage of the dinosaur mode. Without it, it looks like that. Which, in many Transformers series, they've tried to get away with before. But, you know, this... I might as well do this while we're here. This just collapses up into one lump. So we need to fold this up here. Make sure it tabs in. Rotate down the handle. Collapse on this double hinged piece here to there. And this is the worst part of this whole thing. The whole thing. These pieces need to fold in. And you think, okay, fold. Oh, will they hit? Is that where they go? No, they need to go into these gaps here. So what you have to do is push this down to allow those to go past. And it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like that's how it should work. You rotate this down, hold this out of the way for that to go past, and then this all collapses up onto there. And then you get the sword bit, and it goes in there. And that is his sword with a little spark crystal. Look at that. Now, apparently you're supposed to be able to do that and use it as a gun. Yeah, possibly take that off. But I found he doesn't hold that very well. We'll test it again. We'll test it again. We'll see how it happens. It's fine. But that's wrong way around. And we'll put that over there. We'll continue with this one, which is still the prettiest, still the best, still, I don't care, I still love it. Right, we might as well do the legs, because the legs are probably the most beautiful part of this whole thing. And again, we're going to straighten them all out. This piece is untabbed, that's fine. We're going to straighten this out, everything's fine. When you get this piece here, we're going to flip it out, bring it all the way around, and there's a giant hole there for this notch. So we put that onto there. Then these come all the way out, and these two pegs go into little holes there. Oh, like honestly, look at that. Like, look at this. Oh, beautiful. I'm going to rotate this piece underneath. That's the thing. I'm worried about all these combinations and stuff making me sound like I'm fed up with this figure, and I love it, trust me. Fold out this giant heel piece, but then fold out this even more heel piece from underneath. And then you get these little black bits that you need to fold around, and they go between the toes because the original had them. And that's a leg. Okay, so let's do that a little bit faster on this side. So get that out of the way, rotate this out, get it over that notch. Come on. Brings down, peg it into there. Flip this out, flip that out. Rotate these through. Get them into place. Legs done. Yay! Get them to about there, I think it is. Okay. How's that all separating? Okay. Alright, okay. We good? We good? Everyone here still? Yeah, right, great. Do you want to go and get some snacks? No? Alright, okay. Close the mouth up. Rotate this piece into the throat. You get these pieces, and on the hinges here, we're going to unpeg them from the body. Come on. Rotate them down. Unpeg from the body. Rotate it down. Ah, forgot a bit. There's a little peg there, little hole there, so we'll rotate this around and peg it in. No, this just having them loose. No, they've got a place to go, and that's where they go. Okay, rotate those down. Okay, lift up this little panel here and rotate all this to, like he's getting really curious and going, oh. Okay, get that there. So there's this big hollow bit at the back and all this gubbins at the front. Rotate this panel down, which bring that with it. Leave it about there. That piece will move on its own. It's fine. It's about there somewhere. Oh, I'm getting tired now. Yeah. Oh, need to separate this piece. Fold them out. They are separate pieces. Then rotate them up, and they peg onto there. There's this little nubbin peg there that goes into the hole. Okay. And that, if you move everything out of the way, should allow this double hinge to come up and lock into the waist. And you just drop the tail down, drop all the panels down, drop those down as like little hip pieces. Okay. I think we're ready for combination. Oh, you know what? This is getting big. I'm getting tired. Oh, right. So I guess we need to do this one first. So we're going to bring him round. And where am I? There's big tab. Weird angle. Big tab there in the middle. See that? That goes into slot here. And there are slots here where my finger is, which these little heel pieces go into. So it's more just trying to get things out of the way and line things up. So we're going to try and slide that body piece in. We're going to try and get these heel pieces in. Drop these claws down. Get that heel piece in. Drop the claw down. Get these ears up out of the way. Let's rotate these down. Not that you can see that, but it's fine. Bring this up into place. Drop this down onto the body. Everything into place. That's better. Okay. Okay. Oh, my foot's gone to sleep. That's horrible. Right. Now we bring these up. And they've got hole there for this notch. These clips go into these little hole bits on the side. These little notches go into little holes on the sides there. You can see those. And these clips go into these pieces here. It does all clip together really well. Let's just get these arms so definitely out of the way. Bring it around. Try and line it up. Oh. You should be going in. You should go in. Should all go in together. Clip in. Everything locks in nice and solid. Drop these wings down a bit. And rotate him around so you can see the full combined glory. There is Magmatron. There he is. Let's sort this camera out a little bit for you. There you go. Look at the absolute majesty of him. Just look at him. Just 1, 2, 3 heads. Robot mode head. You know, the big silly wings, the ears, the legs are just spectacular. Do I kind of wish they had like the little gold trim, like this piece? Kinda. Could I do it myself? I guess. Am I going to? No. Absolutely stunning. Just look at him. Tail still wags. Still moves around a little bit if you move the panels around a bit. This is a bit of a lump, but it's fine. The head will turn. You have to move the wings and stuff out of the way. But yeah, it does turn. Yeah, and you know what? Let's have a nice close-up of it. Look at that mug. That is spectacular. I'm here too, guys. Got something in my throat. Ugh. Anyway, it's my attempt at humour. Sorry. Now, the slight downsides. I say slight downsides. The original had them, so, you know, you can't complain too much. Let's bring in the spare kibble. The shield, which is half the plesiosaur or whatever it is. And the sword, which is a chunk of the Carnosaurus or whatever it is. But you can hold it. There's a peg here and a hole there. Sort his hands out. Which have a moving thumb. Look how pretty that is. Not that I've ever really gotten any use out of it, but you get that, you put it in. He's got his sword, and look how bent that is. Look how weird it is. It looks worse in person, trust me. He's got his sword. And the shield, if you turn this arm around, sort the hand out, there are these little grooves. Only on this arm, so he's definitely got to use it on the left arm. This groove, this hole. You line up these clips and that hole. So we get that lined up, and come on, don't fight me. There you go. Now he's got a big shield. And I kind of wish there was a place to store the weapons. Like the shield, there's nowhere to put the shield. There's nowhere at all. The sword, if you want, you can kind of just sort of tuck into that and just sort of leave it there. Yeah, you can kind of hide it a little bit. But whatever. This guy is much more of a spectacle than he is a toy. Let's be fair. And I absolutely adore him. Like, I can't express how fun and brilliant and stupid this thing is. Size comparison. Well, Speedier... no. 8.6 Blur. Speedier Blur. Yeah. Now, I think that might not be disco enough for you, so I did bring another comparison for today. So let's move him over a little bit to here. And bring in... Come on, straighten yourself out. Power the Prime's Rodimus Unicronus. Come on, tripod. So he's a fair bit bigger. You might not think that, you know, he's quite chunky, blah, 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 his shoulders are up here. But the head stops around his, head crest? And he weighs that much. He weighs that much. He's like twice as heavy. He does a lot more. And just, I love this thing. I know it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. I know it's a niche thing. I know it is. And I'm not going to tell you to buy it. I'm not going to suggest you buy it, okay? If you're not 100% sold on this thing, don't buy it. There's going to be enough things that are going to annoy you. Like this shield. I don't like the shield. I think it's stupid. I wish there was a place to hide it. As far as I know, at least, there isn't. The sword. Stupid. Don't really like it. You can't use it as a gun. I'm not even going to bother showing you. You can't, because the peg is like a staged peg. And only the tallest piece will fit in the hand. So if you turn it around, you only get a smaller piece, and it won't fit. So there's no point. He came with all these stupid purple glowy blast effect things, which I've never taken out of the packaging, because I don't want them. I had to undo a load of them to get the sword out. That's it. So if you're not going to love this guy, don't buy him. I'm telling you now, he might not be worth the money to you. But if you love him, if you think he's stupid and he's silly and he's fantastic because of all of those things, and you need him in your life just to make you happy, just for how absolutely ludicrous and ridiculous and stupid and, you know what, joyful this absolute mess of a thing is, then buy him. By all means. Amazon, £80, 5 monthly payments of £16. That's what we're doing. And he's easily worth. This might be my birthday and Christmas, but I don't care. I'm good. Look at him. Spark crystal in the shoulder, spark crystal in the sword. He's got all three. Just, love him to bits. I do. I'm going to stop talking because I've been here like half an hour and I've gone through a lot of transformations and I am tired. So, let's move him back so I don't hit him. I should be wretched, and I shall see all of you in the next one. Toodle pip, everybody. And you brought this long review on yourselves. It's not my fault. Bye-bye.